Hello, welcome again to This is not a Blazor tutorial. And today I'm going to continue to use the creative theme template, the free template of the administrator. I have it here on my screen. And what we're going to do today is this part here. We're not going to do, this will be a series of several episodes of more or less 10 minutes each one to just to build this component here. The things about this component is going to have this kind of navigation on top that's going to change every time that we click. We're going to be able to have this ticking. We're going to be able to say that it's good or not, and even we're going to have kind of buttons. This will not work for now, but we're going to have this kind of buttons that's going to probably lead to addition of these tasks or deletion of the tasks. In terms of code, let me just go to the code. In terms of code, we already have here the previous code, and it's a card that we're going to open that will have a header that we're going to put all these three headers that we're talking about, and then we're going to have a body, and the body will be panning according with the type of that we click. And if you can see here, we have each one of these class. This navigation link will be profile, messages, and settings. And here down, you're going to be able to see that you're going to have a class with the ID profile, and there will be another one with messages, and the other with settings too. And then it's going to pan like this. We're not going to do that way. We're going to have a kind of a backend in Blazor doing C# that's going to filter our files, our tasks. But for now, what we're going to do is start just to build up what we want. I never talked about this, but I have it here, what we call a view group layout. It was created by me too, where we can have the view group layout. And we're going to have kind of creating these rows, this table, these several rows. The layout, the group layout, we're going to have some kind of groups, and we're going to have a group item. We're going to have the group layout. It's going to be just like this. We're going to have the content. Those are going to be the classes, the CSS, and then we're going to have the layout item, and the layout item will be just wrapping the child content in a row. It's going to be very simple. And until now, what I've done already was create this view layout, and I create already these two group layouts. They are going. Here is the group layout. This is the first group layout, and this is the group layout item, and this is the second group layout item. Now I'm going to create a third group layout item that's going to be this third one here, and this is what I'm going to do it now. And for that, you're just going to create the new, just copy that instead of writing. Just going to create the new group layout item. It doesn't like it sometimes. Yeah. Come on. Everything looks complicated today. And just going to close the tag. This is basically going to create the row like I showed you before, and let's see how it was before. I was just creating the row, and in our case, now we're going to create each one of the columns or the columns that we want. And you can see here was the class with the column MD4, and in the previous one it was the col LG3. In the future, I would like to have these div classes put it inside a component too, because I don't want to have it to define my HTML, my CSS classes. I just want to use something that is already defined. This is going to have one huge drawback, because it needs to be maintained. Every time that the template, the bootstrap CSS is going to change, I'm going to need to change these things. But in the end, our code is going to look like very much the same. You're going to look for who's developing the code, the layout, going to always look the same. but and then we can even change the css from the that is beneath. And there's this good thing, and there's a bad thing. You're just going to need to decide. I personally, I would prefer not to have here the classes, but it's that's what I think. And let's see, here after we create the row, we're going to create here this guy. This will be the why today the autocomplete is not working properly. Strange. But now I don't know why the autocomplete is not working, but everything looks like this working. And now we're going to create the class cards. And now this is what is important. Will be our component. As you can see here, I have the card with the shards, or I'm going to have it. The other one was the card header icon. That's the name that I gave. Okay, that's how we're going to do. We just create a card, because this is called class card. And let's create a card. Let's go into our controls. Let's create a new file that will be called card.razor. And from now on, we're going to have our component. And let's create here the code. And just for the sake of this, we're going to copy everything that is under the card. Okay, let's put it here. That will be the card body. Let's copy everything. And then we're going to start working on it will be until here, if everything went well. And let's put it here, everything. Looks good. Let's just align everything. We don't need that much space. See, everything looks aligned. And if I put it here now on my code, let's now come here and say that we want to put the cards. What I expect is that we're going to have here now a column with that card. That's what I expect that's going to happen. Let's see. Let's go and stop our server. Let's start it again, and let's go to our codes. We did nothing special, we just moved this code from the huge HTML to different components and nothing else. And it's compiling. It's taking so long for compiling. I hope that is not going to give me any error. No, we're just a little bit of time on compiling. And if we refresh, well, it didn't show what I expect. Let's see why. I have it here in my layout group. I'm gonna have here my card. The card razor is there. If this was the card, there's no codes. Then let's see here the F12. Then let's see, let's go and find our item, not this, it will be in the app. Come on, sidebar, main panel, content. We already have our 3 rows here. Look nice, content fluid. And now we're gonna have our 3 rows, but the row, you see, the row there has nothing. Let's try to understand what is not working. Oh, it doesn't have anything there. Oh, it has. Oh, wait. Div. Why it doesn't have anything here? Let's see the code. In the card code, it should have, I have the div class. If I, this, okay. Let's see, sometimes could be that. Maybe it doesn't like it to close like this. Let's close it like this. Card. I call it card. Everything should be okay. Let's stop it. sometimes these things happen. You just have to debug a little bit. And let's see now if we refresh the page. No, it didn't like it. I'm going to check what is the problem and I come back to you in a second. Well, by the power of editing, we're back again. What I did was just deleted everything here on the card, put it back again, and it is working. And I can show that now we have it here, the website. And here you can see we can even jump between the nav tabs. This is all for today. Next time I'm going to start to look to this card. Let's take a look. Let's look to this card. I'm just going to start to creating the objects that's going to be holding all this information, and we're going to be able to call on the backend on our server side a method that we're going to retrieve any of this information. Right now we're not going to have any database. It's just going to be just backend method that's going to retrieve this information and put it on the screen. And I hope that you like it. I'm sorry for the delay, for what happened here. I didn't understand very well. Like I said, I just deleted everything, put it back, and everything is still working. As usual, the code will be available on my GitHub. That will be on a link on the description. And I hope that you like it. Thank you very much, and see you, developers.